Good morning, Willard Wildcats. Happy Wednesday, September 2nd. We have birthdays to celebrate today on Books and Birthdays. Happy birthday to Leo C. and Ileana H. We hope you have a wonderful birthday today on this Wednesday. I picked a book for you today that I think is really funny. And sometimes I read just because I think things are funny. And I'm often very curious because remember this month as a part of the learner profile, we are celebrating being inquirers, which means we ask questions. And the attitudes we're celebrating are curiosity and creativity. And I think that this author embodies curiosity and creativity. And when I say embody, I mean just really shows how important that is, especially in writing. So I'm going to read you a book that has been very well loved in my house. It's barely being held together. This is called The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. And it's by Jon Scieszka and Lane Smith. But I'm going to read you just one part of this book. I'm going to read you one of the little stories within it. And it's called The Stinky Cheese Man. You might have heard it before, but I'm hoping that it brings you a laugh like it brings me every time I read it. And as I read it, I think, I wonder where the author got those ideas to take the gingerbread man and turn it into the stinky cheese man, which is very interesting to me. And I also wonder how many times the author practiced and was being creative before he was able to come up with the stinky cheese man. So I'm hoping you're keeping track of your questions and you can talk about your questions tonight in your space with the people you eat dinner with. The Stinky Cheese Man. Once upon a time, there was a little old woman and a little old man who lived together in a little old house. Do you see the Stinky Cheese Man? He has a bacon for a mouth. They were lonely, so the little old lady decided to make a man out of stinky cheese. She gave him a piece of bacon for a mouth and 2 olives for eyes and put him in the oven to cook. Kind of sounds like the gingerbread man, right? They bake the gingerbread man, right? And then excitement happens. And if you haven't read that one, I'm going to read that one to you tomorrow. When she opened the oven to see if he was done, the smell knocked her back. Phew! What is that terrible smell? She cried. The stinky cheese man hopped out of the oven and ran out the door calling, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the stinky cheese man." Oh, the little old lady and the little old man sniffed the air. "I'm really not very hungry," said the little old man. "I'm not really all that lonely," said the little old lady. So they didn't chase the stinky cheese man. The stinky cheese man ran and ran until he met a cow eating grass in a field. "Wow, what's that awful smell?" said the cow. All right, friends, what is that awful smell, do you think? Are you asking that as a question? Are you curious? Are you being an inquirer? It likely is the stinky cheese man. The stinky cheese man said, "I've run away from a little old lady and a little old man, and I can run away from you too, I can. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the stinky cheese man." The cow gave another sniff and said, "I'll bet you could give someone 2 or 3 stomach aches. I think I'll just eat weeds." Now, why would the cows say 2 or 3 stomach aches? Because cows have 4 stomachs, right? It's important to know our science so we can bring it to this and then we get a good laugh. So the cow didn't chase the stinky cheese man either. The stinky cheese man ran and ran until he met some kids playing outside school. "Gross," said the little girl. "What's that nasty smell? I've run away from a little old lady and a little old man and a cow, and I can run away from you too, I can. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the stinky cheese man." A little boy looked up, sniffed the air, and said, "If we catch him, our teacher will probably make us eat him." Now, not you guys, because you have IB teachers, and they're very kind and caring. "Let's get out of here." So the kids didn't chase the stinky cheese man either. Do you guys think this is funny? I'm curious as to what you think about it. I think it's funny. By and by, the stinky cheese man came to a river with no bridge. How will I ever cross the river? It's too big to jump, and if I try to swim across, I'll probably fall apart, said you-know-who. Who's you-know-who in that sentence? The Stinky Cheese Man, right? Just then the sly fox, who shows up in a lot of stories like these, poked his head out of the bushes. Why, just hop on my back and I'll carry you across, Stinky Cheese Man. How do I know you won't eat me? Trust me, said the fox. So the Stinky Cheese Man hopped on the fox's back. The fox swam to the middle of the river and said, "Oh man, what is that funky smell?" What is the fox smelling? The Stinky Cheese Man. The fox coughed, gagged, achoo, and sneezed, and the Stinky Cheese Man flew off his back and into the river where he fell apart. The end. What did you think of that ending? I'm curious as to what you thought. It's very abrupt, and I think that makes me laugh. I think it's pretty funny. I'm curious as to what makes you laugh and what you think is funny, and how you're going to take your creativity and maybe put it in a story when you have time to write, or base it on a book that you know, like The Gingerbread Man, like this author did with The Stinky Cheese Man, because that is really how we take control. We take agency, control. A big Willard word is agency, which means control, which means we take ownership of our own learning, and we show curiosity, creativity, and we show that we are anchors. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on Thursday. Remember, we are safe, respectful, and responsible.